Hello, 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 and we have a guitar review. Well, it's bass guitar. I'm looking at. He says, reaching around to get it. That was my tambourine. For this is the Fender Player Jazz Fretless bass. He says, trying to get up there. This is in 3-colour Sunburst. Ferro fingerboard. Yes. Older body with gloss finish, 2-player series single coil, jazz bass pickups, 2 volume controls, master tone control, modern C-shaped neck profile, 9.5-inch radius fingerboard, synthetic bone nut, i.e. it's plastic, inlaid fret line markers, scale length of 34 inches, fretless, standard truss rod. Yeah, and that's that really. So that's it, front and back. What we're going to do, I've done the stats, done the specs, because you love the specs, don't you? Who doesn't love the specs? What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn that way and pretend I've got a second camera set up when it's actually this camera, but on a tripod over there. It's the magic of movies. It's the magic of movies. See, and then I'm going to play this into Bias FX2 software in Logic Pro and do some stuff with it so you can hear what it sounds like. And then some of you in the comments are going to go, oh yeah, but it's not in a real amp and blah 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 blah, and I'll just delete those comments because it really doesn't bring anything to the proceedings. But the most important thing is you get to hear what a mediocre bass player can sound like with a fretless bass. Fretless isn't necessarily my instrument, but it's nice to have it in the arsenal, as it were. It's nice to have that, you know, that seasoning, that audio seasoning in the pantry. So yeah, I'm going to turn that way and pretend there's a second camera there, and we're going to carry on. Is that okay? Bingo bongo, take it away, Darren. And here we are, back in the room. Let me just put on the headphones. A shame, because remember, folks, feedback is bad. Feedback is bad. It's very bad. Oh, I can hear my own voice. I don't like that. I don't want to hear that. That's better. Turned off my own voice. Anyway, so this is the Fender Player Jazz Fretless in 3-tone Sunburst. There you go. Might see it a bit better from this way around. I mean, I know I showed it to you over there, but it gives you a better idea. It's got its skunk stripe at the back and everything. So yeah, we're gonna. That's it. That's it, folks. Go home. I'm using Bias FX 2. Of course I am. And this is my own bass setting. I'm pointing at the screen, which is utterly pointless because you can't see it. But this is my own patch. We've got both pickups working, active, and tone full on. So what we're going to do now is just roll back the tone. Oh, that's silky. Right, putting the tone back up, and now we're just going to do the neck. with the tone down. Roughly halfway. Now we're going to bring in the bridge pickup. Now with the tone down. Now halfway. And now just bring them all back together. What we do, end with a bit of delay, because I like a bit of delay. So yeah, that's it. That is the Fender Player Jazz Fretless bass. Hopefully you've enjoyed that demo. I'm going to hand back to the other Darren and the other camera, which is in fact that camera, but it's just on that tripod over there. If only I could afford two of the same camera, that would be something else. But yeah, a little bit of movie magic there for you. Hopefully you've enjoyed the demo. I'm going to hand you back. And now we're back in the room. So yeah, that was the Fender Player Jazz Bass Fretless edition. Again, made in Mexico. Very good. I think. Well, again, if you shop around, there are bargains to be had. I didn't pay RRP for this. I got this a lot cheaper for some reason. There's a website called baxmusic.com. If you don't, baxmusic.co.uk. If you don't mind waiting a couple of days for delivery. I've used them a couple of times now. and they haven't let me down. And you can get some bargains on there. I don't get any money for that, by the way. I don't get any money for that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's an entry level fretless bass. I like it because I like the neck. You know, the neck is ideal for my hand these days because I have a few grip issues with the hand as I've got older. So I like it. Quite like I've never had a jazz bass before, so that's an interesting thing for me. I've always been the Red Precision that I've got. I've had that since 2005. So yeah, it was nice to try a jazz bass. This is going to be replacing my LTD 5-string fretless because, frankly, I find it hard to play. It's just physical limitations. So yeah, this is replacing that, and yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's a nice entry-level instrument. You can't complain. Out the box, you know, feels nice. It's got some nice wood. I like the fact that it's got. Whoops! There goes the chandelier again. I keep forgetting that's up there. People with headphones are now screaming in agony. There's a little knot hole here. I'm just going to tinkle that. Me and my son put these together back in the day, 6 years ago. There's a little knot hole in the wood that I quite like, which gives it an individuality. Yeah, and again, it's solid, it's dependable. It is what it is, you know. It's not anything. It's not gonna set the world alight. And I bought it purely for that reason because I wanted something that was going to be, you know, fairly, you know, solid. And that's what you get with like the Precisions and jazz basses, that they're very much you know exactly what you're going to get with them. So yeah, I mean, I recommend it if you're starting out. I mean, I in the past, many years ago, I did try a Squire jazz fretless, and yeah, do the Squires first. If you're on a tight budget, do the Squires first. But if you're one of these Fender heads, this is perfectly okay. Somebody likes me, so yeah. So that's that. It is what it is. I think that is the fair review. It is what it is. And also, I think again, when you put it up against, say, the American series, which are almost double, maybe more in price, it represents very good value for money. So, you know, again, it's all about this day and age. It's all about budget more than anything else, because there isn't that much in terms of quality between the Mexican versions and the American versions. I mean, there will be people out there who will say, oh, you know, but from my level, it all depends how much you want to spend. I mean, if you can pony up, you know, I don't know, 1,500 quid, good for you. I like a bargain. I like the cheaper end of things. But again, if you can't afford this, the Squire version, there is a Squire one, which I think is well worth checking out. Those Squire ones are very good at the moment. But like I say, if you feel like treating yourself, this is a good one. Like I say, solid and dependable. And it comes with a nice set of flat wound strings as well, which I was surprised at. You know, they feel decent quality. I know they're Fender owned, but you know, I thought they suited the instrument. They felt quite nice. Though I don't know about getting maybe a slightly heavier gauge, give it a bit more bottom end, as it were. Lacking in bottom end. But you can tweak that with EQ, can't you? You can tweak that. Anyway, I'm burbling on because I'm excited and I love talking about musical instruments. And like I say, this has been the Fender Player Jazz. See that Fender? You can see that there. Look at it. My light's reflecting off the headstock. Power Ferro neck. That's the only downside on this, because I do like rosewood. Power Ferro neck, 3-colour Sunburst. It comes in a polar white as well, and that's that. Thank you for watching. My name is Darren Locke, as usual, and maybe we'll do this again soon. I don't know if I'll be buying any more guitars. I need to sell all the other ones first. That's it. Ta-da.